Hey, Thabreakmasta here. This is my Binbougami episode 4 review. This is a good episode here. They keep doing Dragon Ball Z references. It's funny. It's funny. They keep doing this, but it's fun. It's fun. Nice poking at it. But yeah. So let's get down right into this review here. Basically, we end up seeing this new character. His name is Momo. She ends up basically Momiji ends up summoning Momo, and when that happens, he comes out. Apparently he's a dog. He's like dog god or god of the dogs and stuff like that. And this guy's very interesting, I'll say. Momo, he's very interesting. He's a masochist, so he likes pain. And like their greeting was very odd, you know. So I'm just like, all right. He's like, yeah, I want more. Come on, dude. I'm like, okay, all right, alrighty then. So basically, she ends up summoning him only because she'll use him to make Momo take Sakura Ichigo's fortune away. So that's what the whole plan is right now. And so this part right here is really stupid. Basically, this is where the Dragon Ball Z reference comes in. He ends up drinking this hot water, and he's like, yeah, because he likes hot water, and you know, because it hurts him, but he's a masochist, so he likes it. And so he ends up drinking that water, and all of a sudden it ends up turning him, because it's not no special, it's like special water, so it ends up turning him all Super Saiyan. He's like, ah, stuff in his hair is all going gold and crap like that. And then we end up seeing Bobby, because Bobby's there, because he was there the whole time and stuff. He's just watching this. He's like, okay. But Bobby was there, and Bobby was like, what's going on and stuff. And apparently, they switched to him. Basically, Bobby's wearing the, Goku's outfit, and there's Master Roshi, which is what Miji was. It's just stupid. I was like, what the heck is this? But after the whole big transformation crap was going on, what he turned into was a little small dog, and Bobby's like, what? What is this? So basically, he's trying, like I said again, Momiji's trying to use Momo to take all Sakura Ichigo's fortune away. And so the plan commences, and so he ends up being all cute in this little box, trying like saying, adopt me, you know, trying to be all cute, doing like the puppy eyes and stuff like that. And when I saw that, I was like, Sakura Ichigo's not gonna do that. I mean, she's heartless, you know, she can be real heartless. And so she looks at the dog, he's like, and stuff, and she's like, okay, she just walks away. Like, I was like, it's messed up. And she's like, what's going on here? And so after a little bit of pestering, she ends up having to take him in anyways. And so they end up going to her apartment, dirty, like I don't know what. She's like, she don't clean at all. That's ridiculous. I mean, it didn't help that there's a bunch of zombies and other things in her house. Bobby was there, you know, making a bunch of mess. So I mean, that's part of the reason why there's so much mess there. And so, like I said, then a whole bunch of just like funny, retarded stuff starts to happen. And so this is when things get a little more, I guess, serious, I have to say. Basically, Momo ends up getting this voodoo doll, and the voodoo doll will invoke this misfortune onto Sakura Ichigo. She was sleeping at that time too, so he was like, haha, and trying to like pull it. Once he pulls it away, he has to get away, so he can put all the misfortune on her. But before that was actually going on, like before she went to sleep, she ended up getting some letters from her butler, and she was all laughing at the letters and stuff like that. He wanted to know what was up with that. And the box, it has all the letters in there, so it was like all the letters from her butler were in that box. And so, yeah, she ends up he ends up accidentally pulling the voodoo nail thing out of the voodoo doll, and he's like, oh crap, because he's stuck in between her boobs basically. And he's like, oh no, I don't know what to do. He's like stuck in there. And so, the misfortune was just going everywhere, and he's like, what's going on? Why is it not working? What's happening? But the box falls down, and the voodoo doll is there and everything, so it's just it all seems to be like nothing really happened. And see, nothing really happened. Her fortune must have protected her, but no, it actually didn't, because she ended up calling the cleaning people to clean up her apartment, because she's just a dirty mess with that stuff. So she ends up going to school. The cleaning people come in. Anything that's not on her desk is trash, basically, besides clothing and dishes, of course. And so they end up going in there, and unfortunately the box was on the ground, so the box was considered trash, and so that gets thrown away. And so that really messed her up. She's like, oh my god, where's my box at? So she's calling them like, where you put my box at? What's going on? I needed that box. And so she's getting all worried and everything like that. And then Momo's like, so this must be the misfortune that's supposed to happen. And so she ends up going to the dump, the trash heap and stuff like that, trying to check through the trash. That's like the landfill. There's a bunch of trash there, so she's checking, can't find it. And she just started wailing, started crying and stuff like that. And he started to feel a little bit bad, I guess, or it's like, man, I didn't realize she was just gonna look so hard, because it took her a whole day. It was a whole day she was out there just by her, like at night, just going at it, just trying to find it. Like she really cared about that, because that was from her butler, and so she just was feeling so sad about this. And so Momo ends up helping her, ends up finding the box because he has super good smelling and stuff like that. He's a dog. He's a god of all dogs. And so he ends up getting the box set. She ends up saying, "Thank you so much, Momo," and stuff like that. And so at the end of the episode, we ended up freaking seeing a little bit etchiness right there, where she's like in the bath and everything. She ends up getting Momo in there. Momo's a guy, and so she ends up washing Momo and everything. He's like, "What's going on? I don't understand." And so yeah, she started washing him. He started feeling good on him. He's like, "Oh no, don't do that." And she's like, "Oh, you like that, huh?" And he's like, "Ah," and then he ends up transforming. Like, the thing is about Momo is that if he has too much pleasure, if he feels too much pleasure from anything, then he'll transform back to his dog human form, I guess. And so he's like, "Oh yeah," and he'll transform back, and he's like, "No, don't get mad, don't get mad." She's like, "Well, you saw me naked," and so she ends up picking up the whole bath and smacking the crap out of Momo. But you think, "Oh crap, it has to hurt. Oh, it hurts." Yeah, you thought that was gonna hurt him. He's like, "Oh yeah, keep doing it." I'm like, "Oh," I'm sorry. He's just so stupid because he just loves pain. I'm like, this dude here, really? Yeah. So she's like, she didn't know what to do because she's like, what? Because he's hurting him, but at the same time he's liking it. So she's like, "Oh, you know what to do." And so then Bobby ends up coming in there like, "What's going on?" And he's like, "I don't know what he was wearing. He literally was naked." And she's like, "What are you doing here?" And then freaking Momo's like, "Hey, you're a bunch of fun. I'm gonna join in too." And so it was all retarded and crap. So I was just like, yeah, this is fun. This is fun. But then the end really made this episode funny. I mean, Momo was pretty funny, but the ending of this whole thing was really fun. It was really funny. So yeah, the next episode looks pretty interesting. We see that Ryu and I think it's Sawabuki, I think, I'm not sure, but it's the dudes from, I think it was the last episode where we saw the kid get captured, like fall in the water, and they had to get him out, and then she used her fortune where the tree brings her up and stuff. Those guys come back, so they actually do come back in the show. I was wondering if they're gonna be of any importance to the series at all, and I see that Momo's gonna be within the show too. So I don't know how this is all gonna go out, because I mean, it seems like she's not gonna be able to get the fortune out of her. I mean, it's the way this is going. I mean, I don't see how the show's always gonna, how's it gonna end, really. I don't see how it's gonna end. This is the way it is. It's really interesting though. I really do like this show. I really enjoyed this episode here. It was really funny. Masochist freaking dog Momo, he's freaking retarded. Yeah, Bobby's still pretty funny too, because he saw some girls and he's like, he's like freaking smiling. She's dumb. But yeah, leave a comment below, tell me what you think of the episode. Like if you like this review. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more Binbougami reviews. So yeah, it's been the Thabreakmasta, and until then, break out.